For most of human history, extinction has been permanent. Once a species disappears from Earth, it's gone forever. The woolly mammoth, the dodo, the Tasmanian tiger, all erased from the planet by climate change, hunting, or human expansion. Extinction has always been the end of the story. But a company called Colossal Biosciences believes that might no longer be true. Their mission sounds almost impossible. Bring extinct animals back to life. Not through cloning, not through science fiction, but through advanced genetic engineering. Colossal was founded in 2021 by entrepreneur Ben Lamb and Harvard geneticist George Church. George Church is one of the pioneers of modern genetic engineering and one of the scientists who helped develop technologies like CRISPR gene editing. The idea behind Colossal is surprisingly simple, at least in theory. Instead of trying to clone an extinct animal directly, they take DNA from its closest living relative and genetically modify it to recreate key traits of the extinct species. Take the woolly mammoth. Mammoths went extinct roughly 4,000 years ago, but their closest living relative is the Asian elephant. Scientists have recovered mammoth DNA from frozen remains preserved in Arctic permafrost. Using gene editing tools, Colossal aims to insert mammoth genes into elephant DNA. Genes responsible for things like thick hair, fat layers, and cold adaptation. The goal isn't to create a perfect clone, it's to create a mammoth-like elephant capable of surviving in Arctic environments. And according to the company, the first mammoth calves could appear within the next decade. But why bring back extinct animals at all? Colossal argues that de-extinction could actually help repair ecosystems damaged by climate change. For example, woolly mammoths once roamed the Arctic tundra in massive numbers. Their movement across the landscape helped maintain grasslands by knocking down trees and compacting snow. Some scientists believe restoring mammoth-like animals could help slow the melting of Arctic permafrost, one of the biggest sources of future carbon emissions. In other words, resurrecting extinct species might help stabilize the climate. And mammoths are only the beginning. Colossal is also working on bringing back the Tasmanian tiger, officially known as the thylacine. Once the top predator of Australia and Tasmania, the thylacine was hunted to extinction in the early 20th century. The last known individual died in captivity in 1936. Using preserved DNA and modern gene editing techniques, Colossal hopes to recreate a functional version of the species. They're also exploring the possibility of restoring the dodo, a flightless bird that disappeared from Mauritius in the 1600s. These projects represent something entirely new in biology. Instead of simply conserving species, scientists may soon be able to reverse extinction itself. But this technology raises serious questions. Should humans bring extinct species back? What happens if these animals disrupt modern ecosystems? And could de-extinction distract from protecting endangered species that still exist today? Some critics argue that the money spent on de-extinction might be better used to protect animals currently on the brink of extinction. Others believe the technology could become one of the most powerful conservation tools ever created. Despite the controversy, investors are paying attention. Colossal has raised hundreds of millions of dollars and attracted backing from major technology investors and venture capital firms. The company has also built partnerships with universities, genetic research labs, and conservation organizations. Because the real value of Colossal may go far beyond resurrecting extinct animals. The genetic engineering tools being developed for de-extinction could transform biotechnology itself. Gene editing could help save endangered species, repair damaged ecosystems, and even develop new medical technologies for humans. In that sense, Colossal isn't just building mammoths, it's building a new capability for humanity, the ability to rewrite the genetic history of life on Earth. For the first time in history, extinction might not be permanent. Whether that future becomes a scientific breakthrough or an ethical dilemma remains to be seen. But one thing is clear. The line between science fiction and biology is disappearing. And companies like Colossal Biosciences are pushing humanity into a new era of genetic engineering. An era where the past may not stay buried, and the future of life on Earth could be rewritten. This is Rise of Companies.